How I got out of my narcissistic relationship. This is definitely a question that a lot of people have asked me in my inbox. So some of you may not like this answer, but the simple and honest truth is you have to cut them off and go no contact. And it's easier said than done, especially if you have like children or you're married to a narcissist, because you can't just like up and leave that situation. Because I feel like when those type of things are in play, you have to kind of like navigate your way out of it. But from my standpoint, it definitely wasn't easy for me to leave my narcissist because I was so attached to them. Even though I was mentally like checked out of that relationship months in advance and knew I deserved someone better, I was still trying to make it work. But no matter how good you are to the narcissist, it will never be good enough, and they're just gonna end up draining you and slowly killing you. And as someone who's an empathetic person, it still pains me right now to even refer to them as a narcissist. But that's what they were, and that's my problem. I was way too empathetic the entire relationship, and I struggled to leave, and I struggled to set boundaries because of it. And I just ended up going back time after time after time after getting discarded and after being treated so fucking foul. I talked about this in previous videos, but there was a point in time last year where I went no contact and where I was just done with the relationship. And so I just stopped responding to them. And so she ended up reaching out to me a few weeks later on my birthday, and I didn't even respond because I was just done with the situation. And then a month goes by and I'm trying to get myself together, I'm trying to heal, and I'm doing like very well within this month. Until one day I felt this crazy ass urge to get this closure that I felt like I needed from my narcissistic ex. And the closure that I wanted from my ex was to know, why did she treat me so foul? And I wanted to know, like, why was she so mean to me? And why wasn't I good enough for her to love me the way that I needed her to love me? And I just needed to know, like, why did she treat me the way that she treated me? And so I ended up having this weak and vulnerable moment, and I ended up breaking my no contact to go seek that closure that I thought I needed. And I even tried to like work things out when I went to go seek that closure. But honestly, that was one of the worst mistakes that I ever made in my entire life, because I felt so heavy after doing it, because I knew deep down that I shouldn't have done that. And I regretted it because I put myself in this weak and vulnerable position, and I just ended up getting blamed and accused of things that I know I didn't do and that I knew wasn't true. And so after that situation happened, we ended up never talking again, and I ended up forgiving myself for breaking that no contact. And I just restarted my journey over again, and I promised myself to never break it again. And so I'm doing well right now, but I am still grieving at the moment. I'm still grieving from losing myself in that relationship. And I'm grieving from putting myself through so much shit that I knew I didn't deserve. And so I'm healing right now, and I'm getting myself back on balance, and I'm doing very well. And not saying that every day is a good day, because I have days where I'm not good, but I also have days where I am good. But I'm embracing this journey. But yeah, I feel like that's the simplest answer I can give you guys. This is just my opinion, but I feel like the best way to get out of these situations is to just cut them off and to go no contact. You just gotta decide one day to be done with the situation and to not deal with it anymore.